Day 2 of my 30-day Disney challenge, and today I'm talking about my favorite Disney princess. Now, for this list, for this prompt, I actually looked up the official Disney princesses on the official Disney Princess website. And first of all, there are a lot more princesses than I thought there were, including princesses that aren't really princesses, but they're on the list anyway. But it doesn't really matter because I kind of had my princess picked before I even started looking them up. And my favorite princess is actually pretty recent. It's Rapunzel from Tangled. And the reason I like Rapunzel is because she's a strong enough character by herself to drive the story herself. I mean, sure, having Flynn and Maximus and the little chameleon thing, I mean, they were great, but they weren't really necessary to the story. I mean, Flynn was kind of. I mean, he was his entire story arc was, the part of the motivation for her to leave the tower, but it was, she was strong enough to take care of herself, which, again, a great trend in Disney movies recently is the idea of a strong female hero. When you really think about it, the early days of Disney, you have princesses like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, where, I mean, they're great characters by themselves, but in the end, the prince saves them. And the prince literally saves Aurora in Sleeping Beauty because, he finds her, kisses her, wakes her up. Snow White, she gets poisoned by the apple, the prince comes along, finds her, kisses her, wakes her up. Then you get, Cinderella, where her entire way of life is changed, not by anything she does, but because a prince comes along and saves her from that life. So, their happy ever after comes from the prince. It's not something they can attain by themselves. And then, you get into the more modern Disney princess movies, like Rapunzel, where she can take care of herself. When she first meets Flynn, she thinks he's an attacker, and she subdues him herself. She doesn't need someone to save her. If anything, Flynn being there makes her challenge what she considers her way of life. She knows there's something beyond her tower, but the only person that she's ever trusted, told her not to leave because the outside world is dangerous and, not to trust anything out there. But Flynn's the one that actually, breaks her from that. So, I guess Rapunzel did still need her hero. I mean, let's face it, Flynn's not a prince. I mean, he's the hero, but he's not, But, yeah, so, I don't know. I like Rapunzel, strong character. I mean, Rapunzel was also the first Disney princess movie to actually, have a, supernatural element to it. I mean, well, okay, I guess every Disney princess movie has some level of supernatural, but it's the first one where the princess has the powers. In Snow White, the supernatural element was the evil queen and the apple, and then Sleeping Beauty, the supernatural element was Maleficent, and in Cinderella, the supernatural element was the fairy godmother. But in Tangled, the supernatural element was Rapunzel herself. The first time where the main character, the hero, has the superpowers. So that's also another reason why I like Rapunzel. But yeah, Rapunzel, just an all-around good character, one that, easily relatable to, and, So yeah, that's about it for my favorite Disney princess, Rapunzel. And I'll be back with day 3, which is my favorite heroine. So, yeah, not necessarily a princess, but, still a good female character. So I'll be back with that then tomorrow. I'll see you then.